exactly is
Please
Power
start, ma'am.
platform
You're
and
live
what
now.
are its
Okay. I can start, Balaji.
Yes, ma'am. We are live now, ma'am. Please start.
Okay, thanks. So good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining this particular session today. This session is going to be about what are the next steps for students who applied for the qualifier exam in January 2023. So the exam was conducted on February 26th. And I think all of you must have gotten your results by now. You would know whether you have passed all subjects, passed maybe few subjects. Some of you might have been absent, and some of you might not have qualified too. So we will now discuss what are the next steps for you, what you'll be doing from Monday, how you can start the program with us, what is the course registration, and so on. So thank you for joining. There is a G form that I think the team has put out. If you have any queries, you can write on the Google form for now. But just wait to listen what all we say, and after that you can ask your queries, because many times the questions you ask, we will already be answering as part of the session. My name is Bharti. To introduce myself, I'm Bharti, and I run the operations for this particular BS Data Science degree program. And happy to have you all here, and looking forward to many of you, in fact, all of you joining the program. I'll share my screen now, and we have a few slides that we'll run through, and we'll discuss on how it goes. So I hope the screen is visible and you can see the slides that are here. Sindhuja, can you confirm that?
Yes, ma'am. We can see the slide.
Okay, thank you. So this is the first slide about the number of people who actually attempted the qualifier this time. Just to give you an idea of, apart from you, how many others, did this qualifier, what happened to them, how have the results been, and so on. So number of people who applied for the January 2023 term qualifier exam was 7,892. Number of students who were eligible to write the JAN 2023 qualifier based on the best 2 out of 3 assignments that we take out in every subject, you had to have the cutoff of 40 marks. 5,572 out of 7,892 actually became eligible. They got hall tickets and they could write the qualifier exam. So it's roughly about 70% of the total. Number of students who were present for the exam that day on February 26th is 4,102. This is out of the 5,572, of course. And number of students who qualified has been 2,373. So if you look at it, it's actually much higher than the normal, maybe 22, 23% we get of overall. So if you look at 2,373 by 7,892, it's quite a high percentage. So that is the number of students who have been who have qualified to enter the foundation level of the data science program. So what do you do now? I think most of you would have logged into the portal. You would have seen your dashboard. You would have seen the results that have been announced. We would have given you the marks in every subject that you had scored. We would have given you the average marks that you have scored across the 4 subjects. And we would have also said whether you have qualified or you have not qualified. For absent candidates, we would have marked it as absent. For ineligible, we would have marked it as you are ineligible, try next time. Okay, that is the kind of status you will see on your dashboard. We declared the results on March 1st itself. Today is March 4th. So I hope all of you have seen what the status of your marks is, right? Okay, let us talk about students who have passed the qualifier and have qualified currently. So in this also there are 2 types, okay? One, the students who have completed standard 12 last year or before, and they have qualified this time. You can directly start with the program now. You can continue with registering to courses in this term itself. It is not compulsory that you register to all 4 courses. You can register for 1, 2, 3, or 4 courses. Of course, we put a limitation. based on the qualifier score you got. So if your qualifier score was maybe 55, then you can see that second row in this table here, which says 50 to 70, we allow you to register for up to 3 courses. So when the course registration form opens next week, you can log in and you can register up to a maximum of 3 courses for you. If say your mark is, for example, 55 marks, right? But if you say, I don't want to do 3 courses, I want to do only 2 courses, that also you can register. You want to do only 1 course, you can register. But when we give you a limit of 3, you cannot register for 4 courses. Same thing is applicable for those whose qualified score is less than 50%. You can register for up to 2 courses, and greater than 70, you can register for up to 4 courses. So I'm hoping and assuming that all of you have been studying the contents we have released after the qualifier also. You have submitted week 5 assignments that were going on, and that you have been continuing studying, because we didn't stop releasing content. Though the qualifier result was being held up, we released content last week, the week before also, and the assignments have been coming out on time. So I'm hoping that you guys don't have a lag in studying, but you have been studying with us and continuing with courses in us. So this is the first option for those who have completed standard 12 in 2022 or any time before 2022, 2018, 2010, 2005, whatever. You can continue with course registration next week. Continue to complete the assignments of those courses you registered to in the months of March and April, going for your final end semester exams on April 30th. Okay, the semester is for 2 more months. April 30th is the final exam. So you can continue and you can complete and write your course final exams on April 30th. That will be your first term itself. We will count it as that. Okay, so this is the first part for people who have passed the qualifier exam and already completed their 12th standard in any given year. Now, if you are in school currently doing your standard 12, that is, you'll appear for your standard 12 exams only in 2023, April, May, or June, whenever your board exams are going to be conducted. Supposing you have passed the qualifier exam, you cannot continue immediately with us, because the requirement to enter the degree program or the foundation level is that you should have completed your standard 12. So in that case, you see your result and you wait. You do not register next week with us. In May term, when we open the course registrations for the term that starts on May 30th, at that point in time, you can register and start the program with us. Okay. If you don't want May, you're applying for other colleges, you have competitive exams coming up or something like that, you can join us in September 2023 also. So that is the option for students doing your 12th standard. By the same token, people who have completed their 12th standard even last year or the year before, if you don't want to continue for courses next week, you can come back to us in May or you can come back to us in September. The validity of your qualifier score is for 3 terms with us. Hence, you can also defer your course registration to the May or September term. But I would suggest, since you've already done 4 weeks of coursework and you know how the contents are, at least start the program and do maybe 2 or 3 courses based on whatever the allowed credit clearing capabilities. If you're a full-time student, I would say register for 4 courses and finish it off. That will at least get you started off with the program immediately in this very term with us. Okay, so these are recommendations and suggestions from our side. What you want to do is up to you. That's your decision. But again, I will say those who have completed standard 12 in 2022 or before, I would urge start courses now, register to 2 to 4 courses, complete some courses this term itself. Your option, otherwise, you postpone it to joining it in May or joining it in September. That is up to you. For 3 terms, the qualified score is valid. Students currently in standard 12, if you have passed the qualifier, cannot join us because you have to complete standard 12. You can join us in May or September 2023. Okay, that is the option for you. So like we have said, we will open the form and we will inform you in May and September also. If you don't register with us, we will alert you saying that you had passed, you have not yet registered, and we are open now. Do you want to register? So don't worry about that. Reminders will come to you. Okay. Okay. What happens for school students who have not passed the qualifier or are absent for it, right? There are 2 options. If you have, if you become eligible to write the qualifier exam, I'm assuming there is, okay, there are more details here. Maybe we should go through this. So if you have completed standard 12, you continue with courses in Jan 2023 term itself. This is what I said. Here also we have an eligibility to write the final exam. Just like we said, we have an eligibility to write your qualifier exam, best 2 out of 3 weeks we took out. Here, the best 5 out of first 9 weeks will take out. Your assignment score must be greater than 40. Then only you will get hall ticket for your end-term exam. So look at this. If you're registering for courses, ensure you have the time to complete and study from the courses. And only based on this, you'll get your hall tickets. In that case, if you're continuing with courses, your qualifier score becomes the quiz 1 score. So other students who were there with us previously would have written quiz 1. Their paper was the same as your paper. Okay, this is the quiz 1 if you're registering to courses. Otherwise, we call it qualifier if you're first time with us. So this score will become the quiz 1 score. Quiz 2 is on April 2nd and the final exams are on April 30th. That is the schedule for this particular term. Okay, that is something that's there. Form will open on 6th March, which is Monday, for registering to courses. And if that best 5 out of 9 we take out and you don't get this average assignment score of 40 out of 100, then the fee will not be refunded. You won't get a hall ticket. You'll have to repeat and re-register for courses in the next term. So this is the option 1. If you completed the standard 12 and passed qualifier, option 2, defer to May or September term. Like I said, you can just wait for our next announcements, but we will not consider qualifier score as quiz 1 score. You again have to appear for quiz 1 in that term and then get your score for those particular subjects. Okay. Okay. For those who were absent or did not pass the exam on February 22nd, what happens to you all? What is your chance? Do you come back next term or do you have a chance in this term? You have another chance on 2nd April to reappear for the qualifier exam. Okay. So for those who were absent on February 26th, the re-registration form will again open on Monday. The fees is half the fee of whatever you paid initially. You pay that fee and you will appear for your qualifier exam on 2nd April. Those who are absent, I'm talking about, you'll write all 4 subjects. You have to pass in all 4 subjects as per our category marks, and then you will qualify. You will start your term if you pass on 2nd April in the May term or September term. Okay. That is for those who have been absent. For those who did not pass the qualifier exam, assuming that, say, you passed English 1 and Maths 1. Maybe you did not pass computational thinking and, say, statistics 1, right? So you register again for the 2nd April qualifier exam. But when you go to the qualifier exam, you can attempt only the 2 subjects that you have not passed. Okay, I hope this is clear. There is another chance for those who are absent on February 26th. Or did not pass the qualifier exam on February 26th. Those who were absent, on Monday, you re-register at half the fees. Come on 2nd April, attempt 4 subjects, pass 4 subjects and qualify. Okay, this is for absent candidates. For those candidates who did not pass 1, 2, 3 or 4 of the subjects, if you attempted it on February 26th, you also register for 2nd April qualifier exam. Fees is half the fees of what you paid initially. But on 2nd April, you need not attempt the subjects that you have already passed. So if you passed 1 subject, you attempt only 3 subjects. If you want, you can attempt all 4 also. We are not stopping you. But I'm saying that if you need more time to kind of work out problems, if you need to spend more time on a subject, you have already passed 1 or 2 subjects, you need not reattempt those again on 2nd April. So if you have passed 1 subject, attempt 3 subjects on 2nd April. You pass 2 subjects, don't attempt those 2 subjects. You can attempt only the other 2 subjects that you did not pass on February 26th on 2nd April. You've already passed 3 subjects. Maybe only statistics 1 is pending. Attempt only statistics 1 on 2nd April and ensure that you pass it. We will take the best of the 2 scores and we just see that amongst the 2 exams, whether you passed 4 subjects. Okay. And once you pass that and the results are released, you can start your term work, your coursework in the program, start your foundation level in the May term or September term. That is for students who have been absent or did not pass 1 or more subjects. Okay, qualifier exam syllabus is the same. Whatever 4 weeks you studied, that is the same 4 weeks that we will again test you on. So you already have access to that content. You don't have to worry about week 5, week 6 that we are releasing now. You don't have to study that. You don't have to look into it. Only the first 4 weeks of content whose assignments you have already done. Practice it better, refresh those contents better, study and spend time on it and come back on April 2nd with that content. Okay, I hope this is clear for students who did not pass or were absent on February 26th. Okay. Those who did not become eligible to write the qualifier exam, like we did not give you a hall ticket because the best 2 out of 3 condition you did not satisfy either in one subject or many subjects. In that case, you do not have the option to reappear for exam on April 2nd. Okay. You have to come back in the May term. You are considered a fresh student with us. You have to pay the full fees of 3,000 rupees if your general category or other waivers applicable. You will again do 4 courses. You will again submit assignments in the 4 courses, first 4 weeks, become eligible and get your hall ticket. Okay. The term on May 30th. I think July 16th is the qualifier exam, and that is the schedule for when you will be applying for it. The application will be available in your dashboard after March 13th. For reapplying, it will be made available in your dashboard after March 13th. It will not be open next week. Next week is for only those who passed, absent, did not pass the qualifier exam. For ineligible candidates, after 13th March, we will open the form for you to apply for the May term. Okay, that is the process for students who did not become eligible. Sindhuja, is this all we have?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, we don't have anything on the courses and all after they register and stuff?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Shall I run through the questions?
Yeah, sure. I'll stop sharing. Just give me a minute. Yeah, you can go through the questions.
What is the syllabus for the student those who are going to reattempt the qualifier?
Yeah, the syllabus for the students reattempting the qualifier is the same first 4 weeks of content in the 4 subjects. Like I said, if you're reattempting, you did not pass some subjects, you can only attempt those subjects. For those who are absent, you have to attempt all 4 subjects. But the syllabus is the same. It is the first 4 weeks of the 4 courses of content. Okay. English 1, CET, Maths 1, Statistics 1.
I'm already doing a BTech in offline college. How many courses should I join to continue my BS smooth along with the BTech?
I would suggest 2 courses to start off with. If you have a strong mathematical background, maybe you know some programming. English will normally be easy. Okay. It will be accessible to all of you because I think you're doing English medium degrees otherwise also. In that case, I would even suggest you can do computational thinking and maybe a Maths 1. So that is something I will recommend. 3 courses if you think that you can handle. If you're reasonably good in maths and you know some programming, CT and Maths 1 should be fine. English is, I would in fact say everybody who's taking a course next week, register for English definitely. Okay. And then you take Maths 1 if you are taking a second course. If you're doing a third course, take computational thinking. Okay. And wait for Stats 1 for the next term. So the pathways that I will say is if you're doing 2 courses, do English 1 and Maths 1 first, and then you do CT and Stats 1, and then you do English 1 and Maths 2, and then you do Python and Stats 2. Okay, that is 4 terms if you're planning for. There are many students who plan for 3 terms of coursework. Okay, in that case, you do English 1, Maths 1, and computational thinking in now Jan term, say, or May term when you start it off, whenever you start it off. The next term, I will suggest English 2, Maths 2. Okay, that brings it to 5 courses. And then you can do, what is the subject left out, Sindhuja? Stats 1, right? English 1, English 2, Maths 2, and such. I think we should have had that slide here on how they have to go pathways. Include that from next time. So they can do English 2, Maths 2, and you can do Stats 1. And then you do Stats 2 and Python programming. So that is something that I will suggest if you're planning for 3 terms. Those who are very strong in programming, you have some programming base, maybe you know a bit of Python, you have a very good mathematics knowledge. Statistics is something maybe you've not studied at all. You have time to study, you will spend about 30 to 40 hours per week on the BS data science courses. In that case, only go for 4 courses. Or if you are planning to do this full time, then go in for 4 courses. Otherwise, don't go in for 4 courses at all. It becomes very, very difficult to manage, or you will get very less grades, right? You'll get 50 marks and 60 marks, get an E grade or a D grade or something. You also want to do very well in the course. So in that case, just do 2 courses or maximum, I will say 3 courses. So English 1 and Maths 1 is my recommendation. 3 courses means do English 1, Maths 1 and CET. Yes, Sindhuja.
What is the pattern of end-term exam? It's MSQ or subjective?
No, it is similar to what you did in the qualifier exam. It is a computer-based exam in the test centers. It will have MCQ. It will have multiple select questions, multiple options in a question that you have to select. And it will have a lot of numerical problems. You would have already seen that in maths and statistics. They'll give you a problem. They'll ask you to work it out, and you'll have to enter the answer onto the computer. That is something that will come definitely. It's not all MCQ, but it's not a paper and pen exam. There'll be no detailed essay type answers you have to give and all. Problem solving, a lot of it will be there. You'll have to do problem solving.
My family income is less than 1 lakh. Do I really get a 75% waiver? What is the process to avail it?
Yeah. Sindhuja, those slides also need to be here, no? When
Sure,
we talk about it.
Sure.
Can you pull up the can you pull up the slide from the other orientation? Normally we do. Maybe we can share that, no?
Sure.
Okay. So for family income, yes, it is correct. For those with family income less than 5 lakhs per annum, okay, if you belong to the OBC NCL or EWS category, you will have to submit to us the certificate of the OBC NCL and EWS along with the family income certificate. Okay. Family income certificate, if you have for after, I think 2021-22 or 22-23, that is what we will be accepting. Normally, the governments are giving it for a 1-year period. There are certain governments we have seen like Karnataka government, Bihar government who give it for a 3-year period. And in rare cases, we have seen 5-year periods. But typically, all these certificates are coming with a validity of 1 year. So you have to submit to us a family income certificate, and you have to give us the EWS and OBC NCL certificate also. I think that you would have already submitted for the mark waiver. So family income is something that we require. If you have any doubts on your family income certificate, maybe it is not immediately available, maybe you've applied for it and so on. From Monday onwards, we'll be running Google Meets with our team. There'll be team members who can help you with your specific question on when you can submit. Will we give some time for you to submit, till when you can kind of tell us whether it is okay or not and so on. You can clarify with the support team. They will be on Google Meet calls the entire day from morning 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. That is the help that you can take from them. But yes, if you are between income level of 1 lakh per annum to 5 lakh per annum, you will pay 50% of the course fee. So the total course fee per subject is 4,000 rupees. This is for general category. If you fall in the 1 lakh to 5 lakh income category, you will pay only 2,000 rupees per course. Less than 1 lakh per annum income category, you will pay only 1,000 per course. So if you're registering to 2 courses, you'll pay 2,000 rupees, 3 courses, 3,000 rupees. That is the institute advance that we give for you as an advance loan that you pay long-term for us. That is what we call this waiver. And for students belonging to SC/ST category or PWD with 40% disability also, we give you a 50% scholarship, okay, from the institute. So you will also pay only 50% of the course fees. Sindhuja, you want to add anything about the documents they have to submit?
I have added the last slide.
Okay. Do you want to add anything about the documents? You would have seen more cases like that.
Actually, we will receive a mail regarding that, whether the certificate will be accepted, state government or central government certificate will be accepted, only the IIT format will be accepted.
Okay.
So we will see, we are clearing, we need a certificate with the details mentioned in our certificate. We do accept either state government or central government, but the details mentioned in our certificate should be clearly mentioned in the certificate which you are providing to us.
Okay. Yeah, so here is the table that is there. I think it's also present on our website. So EWS and OBC NCL less than 5 lakh per annum, between 1 to 5 lakh per annum, you get 50% institute advance. EWS and OBC NCL less than 1 lakh per annum, 75% is the scholarship that you're provided. And SC/ST in general, you get any family income, you get 50% discount. SC/ST less than 1 lakh per annum, it comes in the same like family income certificate. If you give us, then we give a 75% discount. So all this is programmed into the dashboard as you submit your certificates and select the appropriate categories. This fee will be applicable. You don't have to calculate or do anything except that we will verify the documents on our site and hope the documents will conform to whatever we have said, that we require this document means it should all be valid. It should be by the correct signed authorities and all that. That is something that we will check. So we'll also reach out to you. The team will keep on reaching out to you if we see any discrepancies. Don't worry about the paperwork. Submit and register. We will be in touch with you if we need any clarifications.
Is our course comes under computer science?
Data science and programming is a separate program. It is not a BTech computer science or a BE computer science. This is a Bachelor of Science, BS in Data Science and Applications. So it comes under IIT Madras. IIT Madras is giving the degree for this program. It comes under IIT Madras as an institute. But there are courses from the computer science stream also that we have as a part of this, like programming data structures, you'll study, database systems, you'll study. We are also introducing at the degree level electives on computer networks, operating systems and all that. But no, this is not a BTech or a BE in computer science. It's a separate degree from IIT Madras.
How much fee do we have to pay? Only for foundation level or whole BSc?
No. So you will pay fees for only the courses you register. Okay. So if I register, suppose I belong to general category, I register to 2 courses, I will pay rupees 8,000. Okay. If Sindhuja is general category, she registers to 3 courses, she will pay rupees 12,000. Okay. But if Narayanan is the other person, say on the call, is belonging to SC/ST category and he registers to 2 courses, for him, he gets a 50% discount. So it will be 2,000 per course into 2, 4,000 rupees only he will pay. You will not pay the entire foundation level or diploma level or year 1 fees or something like that. We do not take the entire year fees. Every term, 3 times a year, when you register to courses, how many ever courses you register to, whatever the course fees according to your category is, only that you will pay to us. You will not pay the entire fees to us.
I'm planning to register only 3 courses now. Do I need to submit assignments for all the 4 courses?
Not required. When you start registering to courses next week, whatever courses you register for, only those courses you need to submit assignments. You can ignore the other courses because you will register to those courses in the other terms of May or September. At that point in time, you will submit assignments from week 1 again. So next week, if you register only to English 1 and Maths 1, only those 2 courses you have to submit assignments of week 5, week 6, week 7 up to week 12. You can ignore statistics 1 and computational thinking. If you're registering for English 1, Maths 1 and Stats 1, you have to do assignments of these 3 courses alone.
Do I need to continue submitting assignment even though if I have not cleared the qualifier exam?
No, if you have not cleared the qualifier exam, you don't have to submit assignments from week 5 to 12. Okay. The qualifier exam content, 4 weeks content alone will be tested on April 2nd. Concentrate on that, study on that, practice problems again and again, solving whatever we have given you. The practice assignments, if you refresh every time, you will get newer questions. You can keep on practicing more and more. So those 4 weeks you concentrate on and come on April 2nd to write the exam. Anyway, you will register only in the May term or September term. At that point, you can start your courses fresh and again start. So don't worry. Those who were absent for qualifier exam on February 26th, those who did not pass the qualifier exam on February 26th, you don't have to worry about week 5 to week 12. Only concentrate on week 1 to 4, study that well and come in for the qualifier exam.
When I will get the student ID card and when I will be allocated into courses?
Yeah. So student ID card, we will give you, if you're continuing with Sindhuja, even after this term, for those who just
Next
qualify,
term.
we give ID card or only
ID
after
card
they
only
register
next
to
term.
courses.
After they register the courses, we'll give ID card next term because we will be generating student email ID after the end term. We
For
cannot
all
change
those who
that.
qualify,
Yes.
yeah?
No, ma'am. Those who are registering in foundation now, they'll get the ID card and student email ID after the end term.
Okay,
Those
for
are
those who
registering now.
qualify, now, when do they get their, suppose they don't register now, when do they get the roll number and ID card?
We will issue admission letter now. We will give ID card and student email ID whenever they are registering with us.
Okay. So I think you have answered the question. I don't need to answer it. So those who register next week, you will get your email ID in the month of May after you finish this term. And the ID card will also come at that point in time. You will get your admission letters now. Have you uploaded the admission letters?
Next week, ma'am.
Okay. So you will get admission letters from our side saying that you're eligible to join the program. For those who have already qualified, you will get that admission letter next week. Your email ID and ID card will come after you register to courses in the program. For those who register now, you will get it in May. For those who register in May, immediately we will be issuing it for you. And allocation to houses will happen in the break time. So in the month of May, in the month of September, we will be allocating you to the houses. We will give you your groups and houses.
How to manage both offline and online college exams? I'm having offline college exam on Saturday and IIT exam on Sunday.
Yeah, that is something that you students have to figure out and that you have to kind of manage. In fact, if you are registering to say 4 of our courses, right? We run the final exams for 4 courses on the same day. So morning 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock, we have 2 exams, 9 to 10:30, 10:30 to 12 will be 2 subjects. Afternoon 2 to 3:30, 3:30 to 5 will be 2 subjects. So if you're registering to 4 courses in the IIT Madras BS program, the end semester exam for 4 subjects, unlike your college, is not on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We do it on a Sunday, morning 2, afternoon 2. So that's a kind of studying you're going to be doing with us. So if you're ready for that, I will say that on Saturday you can do a college exam and Sunday you can write our exams. I think you'll be ready for this also. That's why we keep suggesting if you're doing a college program, don't stress yourself. Don't take 4 courses with us every term. Do 2 courses. Go slow. Study well. Get good grades. Okay, 2 courses are very accessible. I think that should not be a problem for you for writing any quiz or the final exam also. You have to be very regular though. Okay, every evening you should spend at least 1 or 2 hours studying. On a weekend, Saturday and Sunday, you should spend at least 5 hours studying. You should attend the live sessions, go through the discourse forum, do the practice assignment. If you're kind of disciplined about your studying, right? And you put a timetable for yourself on how you're going to study from our program. See, the difference between your college program and our program is your college puts the timetable for you and what day, what class you will attend and what you will do. But in the BS program, you have to make your own timetable to say when I will study for which course, how much time I will spend every day, how much time I will spend a weekend. You have to put the timetable for yourself. We are not going to do it for you, right? So if you do that properly and every day you dedicate 1 or 2 hours, weekends you dedicate 4-5 hours, and you do all the components of learning, watching video lectures, doing practice assignment, doing graded assignment, attending live sessions, I think it should be very easy to study from this program. But if you think like maybe other programs you do, 2 days before the final exam, I will sit and study, it is not going to work because one, you won't get the hall ticket at all if you don't submit your graded assignments, right? Best 5 out of 9 we take and we give you hall ticket based on that. If you don't submit, you're not going to get your hall ticket. So at least for that week on week, you have to submit graded assignments. And then you study for your final exam. Once you've done week on week graded assignments, you watch, I think you're set for doing the final exam. And to give you, again, some examples, we are more than, I don't know, 10,000 students who are studying in colleges and doing our program, right? So if 10,000 of them across various states, across various programs are able to manage, I think you should be able to manage. Again, it's only your discipline, your motivation, how much you stick to your timetable that is going to matter on how you study, nothing else.
How to apply for student loan?
Okay, send a mail to support@study.iitm.ac.in. We have a couple of students who have availed bank loan. We will tell you the process for it. We will connect you to them. You can also talk to them and see how they did, which banks are giving loans, and then work on it. Okay. My colleague Sindhuja here, she heads the entire support team for the BS program. She will help you once you send us an email to support@study.iitm.ac.in.
I'm going to register 4 courses now. But if I didn't clear any one of the course, should I need to start all the courses again?
No, no. So every course, whatever courses you pass are done. Whatever courses you do not pass, that alone you will register next term and you will study that. It's like the same college program only. So suppose you register for English 1, Maths 1, Statistics 1. Maybe you don't even submit assignments for Statistics 1, you're not eligible for the hall ticket and so on. But English 1 and Maths 1, you get your hall ticket, you write your final exam, you pass it. Then next term, only Statistics 1, you have to re-register and do the entire course, but you'll start from week 1, okay? We won't take 4 weeks, go from here and then you'll continue. You will start from week 1. It is like a full repeat of the course that you will do. But English 1 and Maths 1, you've already passed, right? We'll give you your course grade and that is done. That you will not have to repeat again.
Is there any passing criteria or eligibility to attend quiz 2?
Quiz 2 is the same pattern as what you did for qualifier. There's no eligibility criteria. You will be given the hall ticket for that directly. And it will be the same pattern like you did, right? If you're registering for 2 subjects, we'll give you 2 hours time. So from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you'll write. If you're registering for 3 subjects, you'll be given 3 hours time. 2 to 5 p.m. you will write. If you're registering for 4 subjects, 2 to 6 p.m. you will write 4 subjects. Typically, the time for every subject quiz is about 1 hour. You will get about 8 to 12 questions like you got for the qualifier, but the content will be from weeks 1 to 8. It will focus on weeks 5 to 8, but then from 1 to 8, there'll be questions for quiz 2. You'll have to solve, there'll be MCQ, there'll be numerical questions. You have to solve and put in answers for that.
Is there any re-registration when I'm going to start diploma level?
There's no re-registration. You have to complete all your 8 foundational courses before you can register for diploma level courses. And you directly start registering for diploma level courses. The fees at the diploma level per course is 10,000 rupees. 50%, 75% institute waivers are applicable there also. So all the 8 courses of foundation you pass, you move on to diploma level. So you can do your foundation in, like I said, 2 terms. If you take 4 courses, it will get over in 2 terms. You do 3, 3, 2, maybe you'll take 3 terms. If you do 2, 2, 2, 2, you'll take 4 terms. It doesn't matter. Each of you can do the foundation level at your own speed, how much ever time you want to take based on what other activity you're doing, you can take your terms. There's no problem in that. Ensure that you only register to courses you can handle depending on how much time. Don't waste your money, right? Don't try to register for 4 courses when you know you don't have the time and you can't study. Then you take only 2 or 3 and pass it and finish it off.
Is IIT family income certificate format alone accepted, or do you accept other format as well?
Can you answer this, Sindhuja? You will know
Yes,
this better.
yes, ma'am. As I mentioned earlier, the details mentioned in our certificate should be clearly mentioned in the certificate which you are providing. We do accept either state format or central format. So the next is what is the fastest way to complete this 4 years degree?
Fastest way is like I said, right? Foundation is 8 courses. So 4 plus 4, you can do every term.
I have added that pathway in the.
Oh, you've added that? Okay, very good. Thanks. Okay, this is for foundation level alone, right? Let me start your adding more slides. I can see that. So you can see this, okay? This is what I have been suggesting so far. So what we call as a comfortable path, which is non-stressing, very reasonable to manage. How do you finish your foundation level? So if you take 4 terms, which is 1 year and 4 months, the expectation of studying is only 20 hours per week. So even that 20 hours you can do like every day. If you do 2 hours Monday to Friday and 5 hours on the weekend, this should be good. And the way that we would suggest you to take courses is English 1, Maths 1 in the first term, Stats 1 and CT in the second term, Maths 2, Python in the third term, and Stats 2 and English 2 in the fourth term, right? This is the pathway we would suggest for you. If you are doing a medium pace, you have a little bit more time. Maybe you're, you have a college which is 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. You have the whole afternoon to study. It's not up to 6 p.m. that you have a college. Or maybe you are in your last semester of college and you have more free time. You finish a project and so on. I don't know what your condition is, but basically if you have more time to study, which is 30 hours per week, wherein we expect, I would suggest 3 hours every weekday from Monday to Friday and 15 hours on the weekend. You can do 3+2 courses and finish your foundation in 3 terms. So English 1, Maths 1, CT, Stats 1, English 2, Maths 2, and then Stats 2 and Python. So this will be the pathway we suggest. And foundation level, you can do 4 courses as given here. Okay, this is 2 terms. Now, if you go to, I have to stop share again and share it again. So this is a broad pathway that we have given. If you want to do, say, the BSc degree, right? The rightmost column, let us take the gray colored one. So somebody was asking, what is the fastest pathway to finish a BSc? We can add BS also here, not a problem. But if you see the BSc, first 4+4 will become your foundation. Diploma has 12 courses plus 4 projects, so that you can do in 3 terms. 4 into 3 is 12. That gets over. And then the BSc, you will do 4+4+3. So that becomes your 11 courses in the degree level. So that is something that you can do. So even in like, 2 years and 1 term, 2 years and 2 terms, ideally you can kind of complete the requirements for the BSc. For the BS, even you can finish it in like 3 years and 1 term and so on. Of course, we will give you the degree only at the end of 4 years. Provisional you will get, but these are the fastest. Then you have moderate pace and then you have comfortable pace. So this is the way that we describe. You can actually do it.
Can we get some on-campus experience?
Yes. So for the on-campus experience, we have events called Paradox, and that is done once a year in the month of the May that we are planning for. This is normally a tech cum sports cum cultural fest that we are trying to organize for the BS students. In fact, we don't organize, the students themselves organize it. And there is a students affairs in charge person, and they all work together to make this happen. That is definitely one time that you can come to campus and experience it. Okay. Apart from it, we have been trying to also have teaching internships for students who really do very well in the program and have a very good CGPA, for them to help other students study and maybe do some small projects with us. That is also something that we have started from this term, where they are here in person with us at the IIT Madras campus, and they are studying here, studying out of here, and also working here or something like that. So that is one more possibility. You can apply for project positions within IIT Madras with faculty or projects once you finish 2 diplomas. You can try to do internships at companies maybe here, and also visit IIT Madras campus. IIT Madras campus, by the way, is open to visiting by you. If you just want to enter, you want to see the places, you want to meet us, it is open. That is not a problem. But if you want to stay in the campus for some time, currently it is not available for students of the BS degree program. During Paradox, we are trying for hostel rooms at 2-3 days you can stay. Teaching interns, we are trying for hostels that you can stay on campus. That is something that's there. Also, we are trying to see whether BS students can take a few campus courses in the BS level, the 4th year, right? 4th year of your program. You might be able to take a few of the campus courses and credit it to the program also, so that you know how it is to attend classes on campus and also credit courses from there. That is another experience that's there. But yes, we will try to work on further opportunities for you to kind of be a part of the campus and see what's going on, right? Shastra Sarang are the IIT Madras campus technical and cultural events. You can come here and you can participate as part of it. So those 2 weeks, we are typically keeping it free for BS students. Also, we are not doing term work and coursework that time. So you can come in and you can participate as part of Shastra and Sarang. You can also volunteer if there are opportunities there to do something. So you can explore different ways in which you can actually participate in campus activities, in campus courses. We will also inform you if there are more such opportunities. Okay.
Can we elaborate about placement?
Okay, there is a dedicated placement team, and after you finish 2 diplomas, there is normally an opportunity to start where we will provide a company internship. We'll facilitate companies to provide internship opportunities, and you can apply for that after 2 diplomas. If you already have a degree in another college, you've completed it, and you complete 2 diplomas for us, we will also facilitate companies to come in and for you to sit for placements with them. There is something that we are doing. We have a dedicated placement team. We are working with companies. We've had company meetups in cities like Bangalore, Bombay, Chennai. We are planning for Delhi, Pune, and all that. And companies are signing MOUs with us, agreeing. We are showcasing the program to them. We are having them meet our students and all that. So there'll be a dedicated placement team that works on placement opportunities for you. But at the end of the day, you have to remember, whatever opportunities we give you, you have to be competent enough to take those opportunities. Okay, so you have to definitely ensure you do very well in the program. You can't have a 5 CGPA and expect the best of companies to be hiring you just because you get an IIT Madras degree, right? You have to do very well in courses. You have to get very good grades. You have to get very good CGPA. You have to do other courses outside of what we offer. You maybe have to learn from NPTEL, other skill sets. You can do Coursera, Udemy, and other platforms. Try for internships, try for apprenticeships. You have to really strengthen your resume that the company finds it valuable to hire you. So we can only provide you opportunities, but after that, what you can do in the interview, how you showcase yourself is up to you. So that is something you have to plan for as you start to get into the program and see what more you can do apart from just studying here to be placement worthy and placement ready.
Is there any special instruction for JEE candidates? Is the same process applicable for them as well?
Okay, so for JEE candidates, what we had said was, you are deemed to have qualified to the program. You just have to come and write quiz 1, and then you can continue with your courses. Okay, so JEE candidates who have come to the qualifier exam on February 26th, you can also continue to register next week when we open the form and continue with courses in our program, and thereafter progress with the foundation level. JEE candidates who did not come on February 26th, you can also re-register to reappear for the qualifier exam on April 2nd, but you have to come and appear for the qualifier exam. Okay, that is mandatory. The pass criteria is what is waived for you, but you have to come for the qualifier exam and you have to at least show us that you are present there, and then you can continue for courses. So once you do that on April 2nd, then you can register for courses in the May term. So JEE candidates, yes, you can register for courses next week if you have already been present for the qualifier exam on February 26th. Those who were absent JEE candidates, re-register for April 2nd qualifier exam. Come for the exam that day, then you'll be eligible to start your courses in May or September term.
So the last question is, I will register for reattempt and I'll complete the I'll qualify in reattempt qualifier. Is it possible to continue in the same term if I started submitting assignment from week 5?
Not possible, sorry, because you wouldn't have done quiz 2, right? Quiz 2 is based on content of weeks 1 to 8. So what you write as qualifier in April 2nd is only weeks 1 to 4. So we don't have a course registration period. Again, you may not have submitted assignments and all. It's just a 2-month lag. Don't worry about it. Don't stress yourself about it. It's okay. Come and write your qualifier exam on April 2nd. First, focus on it and you pass it. You can always start your coursework in May term. You cannot do it in the current January term.
That's it. We have answered most of the queries, but most of you have explained about your category. So next week we will run a G-meet there. You can join and explain your category if you have any doubt. So we can clear that.
Okay. Thank you, Sindhuja. Thank you for your support and for asking all the queries and answering wherever it is relevant. So students, I hope all of you who have applied for the qualifier, whether you appeared, you were present, you were absent, whether you passed or you did not pass some subjects, I hope we have been able to give you clarity on what you have to do next week. We will be running G-meets, like Sindhuja said, from morning 10 a.m. to evening 5 p.m. Multiple people will be there to support you. Join those, ask your queries. Course registration forms will open on Monday morning. Log in and register to the courses you are interested in. Like I said, you can register to 1 to 4 courses based on your time availability and CCC. That is something you can do. If you have been absent or you have not passed, register for the April 2nd qualifier exam. We will give you the hall ticket. You can come and appear for that. Those who did not become eligible for the qualifier exam at all, wait till March 13th. We will open the form for you to register for the May term. You can come back to reappear for the qualifier exam. We have had a lot of students who try second time, third time, and then they qualify. So don't worry about it. Don't think that be embarrassed about it, that I did not pass the first time or so on. Doesn't matter. What matters is your hard work, your persistence, your motivation. So come back, try again in the May term, try again in September term. It is okay. It is perfectly fine to keep repeating till you actually pass the qualifier exam. We don't have a limit on the number of attempts you can do. So you can attempt multiple times and you can see that you pass the qualifier exam and you can start the coursework with us. So no problem on that. All the best to you all. We look forward to meeting you all whenever we get to meet you either physically or through G-Meets. We will be very happy to interact with you all here. All of us, our office is in IIT Madras campus. We are in the ICSR building, 3rd floor. If any of you is in Madras, you would like to come to campus, you would like to meet us, most welcome. Please do drop by. Our support team is there. Our instructors are there. We are all there. We'd be very happy to interact with you. All the best with your coursework. We hope that you have a great journey with us and continue studying with us. Thank you and have a great weekend.